Всем привет и добро пожаловать на мою страничку. Hello and welcome to my channel Language Nerd. So today we're going to have a look at some basics of Russian grammar. Yes, you heard me right, I said grammar. Don't run away anywhere though. It is important that you learn some basics of grammar when you're learning a new language. Look at this as a long-term investment in your learning, as it will make your life much easier later on in the process of learning a new language. So today we're going to have a look at Russian adjectives and how to use them correctly in a sentence. If you're unsure about what an adjective is, this is a word that describes a person or an object. So an example of an adjective in English language would be modern, new, beautiful, and well, there are so many other adjectives. In Russian language, there are 4 different categories of adjectives. So first of all, we're going to have a look at these different categories. So, Russian adjectives change their form depending on gender and number, just like Russian nouns. Why am I mentioning Russian nouns? Well, because the noun is a dominant category that dictates the gender and the number of an adjective, because the adjective needs to agree in gender and in number with the noun. I also have a lesson on nouns where I in-depth explain the gender and how to decide what gender is a Russian noun. So make sure you watch it. I'm gonna leave the link up here. So it is very important for you to know different forms of adjectives so that you can use them correctly in a sentence and that you can agree adjective correctly with a noun. Remember that adjective needs to agree in gender and in number with a noun. The other important thing for you to know, except of that you must agree adjective in gender and number with a noun, is that there are actually 3 different types of adjectives in Russian language, and these are long adjective forms, short adjective forms, and comparatives. And in today's lesson we're going to have a look only at the long adjective forms, because they are the most commonly used and they're the ones that you will find in a dictionary. One thing for you to remember though is that if you're looking the meaning of an adjective in a dictionary, you need to look it up in a nominative case, and it has to be a masculine form. So dictionary will only contain a masculine form of an adjective that is in a nominative case. This is the first case. If you're not sure what the case system is, make sure that you will watch my next lesson, as I will explain the case system in detail in it. So let's go back to the adjectives. Russian adjectives, as I said, have 4 different forms, and these are masculine singular form, feminine singular form, neutral singular form, and a plural form. And you'll be glad to know that plural form stays the same no matter what gender the noun is, because it has the only one form. So masculine adjectives in Russian language can be divided into 2 categories: the ones that have a hard ending, y, and the soft ending, i. So let's have a look at an example. The adjectives with a hard ending y are by far the most common ones. So like example, старый, новый, but there are also masculine adjectives that have a soft ending, i. For example, синий. Feminine adjectives in Russian language would usually have also 2 different endings. One of them is aya, like новая, старая, or it can have a soft ending, which is yaya, and it will be синяя, for example. Now the neutral adjectives would usually have an ending oye, like новое, старое, or if it's a soft ending, that will be double e, yeah. For example, синее море. So this is the soft ending. And there is a plural form for adjectives, which is the same for all the gender, so irrespective of whether the noun is masculine, feminine, or neutral, they all have same ending, which is uye, like старые, новые. or the soft ending iye, siniye, джинсы, for example. And remember, one more time, I must emphasize this is very important, that adjective always agrees with the noun in gender, in number, as well as in the case. So it needs to be in the same case as the noun in your sentence. I hope you enjoyed my lesson and that you found the information useful. Make sure that you hit that subscription button and notification bell so that you don't miss your next Russian lesson, as well as don't forget to share this video with other potential learners of Russian language, and of course hit that like button if you like the content of this video, and see you in my next one. Пока-пока!